Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host, Mary Ellen. This episode is a mess, let's call it that. I have a cup of tea. I don't want to say lost, let's call it at sixes and sevens, because that sounds ever so much more posh. Where am I at? I have 3 signatures that we need to go through because I think there's some issues. I feel like I leave every episode with me full of hope that I am going to get to the next step and it's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then I turn off the camera and then I resume my state of permanent fugue and lostness, and I don't ever get to anything. So this is going to be a smorgasbord of things that I have been up to, and maybe we back ourselves into figuring out what we're going to do with these signatures for the coffee journal. Let's call it that. Not gonna lie, mental illness is not fun when it flares up. And I think I am in the middle of a good old-fashioned flare-up, complicated by shingles, which is improving, by the way. I'm ever so much less itchy. And these, probably too much information, and my hair doesn't hurt anymore, so that's pretty great. Just a lot of other things going on that's just difficult to cope with, and it'll all get sorted out. So I am confident in that. So let us start with randomly just me discussing one of the things that I said, I should show you, and that is my signature. How do I pick a signature? Size and how much I miss by. So this is the 2022 Blue Jays baseball journal that I keep. So I am in the process of making one for this year. It is a 2 signature journal. It has got these little dangly boos that are team colors. Most of the pages come from the official program, which is if you are making a journal for somebody who is a fan of a team, getting one of the official programs is a super easy way to give yourself a lot of pages, ephemera, and so on and so forth. Completely appreciate that it's not easy if you are not in the city and not able to get the go into the stadium and get a program, but I'm sure that there are people who are after sellers and so on and so forth. So I am lucky enough to be able to go to the games, and so that's where I get this from. I have a schedule pasted to the front cover and the back cover, and this is the size of the pages, which is, it's maybe about an inch. And then I have a, what's this? A 2.5 inch spine. Look at all that space. It's a lot of space going on. So the way I arranged it is I have, I have a friend of mine who is able to get, you can get seasons tickets, or you can get a portion of season tickets. So you can buy like 20 games, or your 10 games or 5 games. And I have a friend of mine who is very generous, and we get 20 games. So we go in halves and halves, and that's sort of our thing to do. And so I put in the tabs for the various games, and then I got a children's book, which is what's this? It's a famous baseball player and a famous bat. The bat's named Betsy. If you were a baseball fan and a fan of baseball history, you will know that I'm talking about. If you are not either of those things, you just want me to carry on, which is fine. Let's do that regardless. So I have been able to do some ephemera. The games are, they give you like a scorecard, which is from every team. And so this is the Blue Jays versus the Angels, and I score the games, and then I get information, and I have a record of what happened in that game, which is kind of fun. And then I put it in a pocket, and then there's usually journaling space of, you know, things that happened during the game that were particularly exciting. But I feel like this is way too big. The point, this is way too big. I could probably lose at least like that much, half maybe, and still be fine. So trust me when I say I have no idea how to figure out how wide a spine is, which kind of leads me back into the crisis that I have with the coffee journal. What else have I been doing? So I have been doing some test pages for the, that's just a crease, for the coffee journal, and this is just sort of some standard ink, and then I use the ink to create sort of a coffee stain style to it. And so I could, technically speaking, use these as pages in the journal if I want to, if I need to, and I can also use some of the journaling pages that are stark white on the one side and do this technique. I'm not a huge fan of these blobs, but I do like this piece here. So I think with some paying attention, I should be able to create something fun. What else have I been up to? Not able to show here, but I'm at, as Kate at the Last Homely House. If you watch her Last Homely House channel, she now has a Last Homely Garden channel, and she now has her first video up. So if you're interested in that kind of content, do follow and subscribe. One of the things that she has in her garden is a deer, and the deer wiped out her vegetable garden. And her general comment was, gardening is like warfare. And it made me laugh because yes, it is. And I am in the process of creating some anti-squirrel seed covers. I have these large pots where I have planted some seeds, and the seeds were in there 24 hours before the squirrels got in and completely clawed up all the dirt. So I am in the process of now getting some netting and then binding that netting to the pot. Hopefully the seeds will be able to come out and the squirrels won't be able to go in. That's the current plan anyways. Boy, that was another tangent. So another thing that I have been up to is Kirsten at Quirky Queens Journals does a lot of jelly printing and art. Her journals are really art heavy, which is fabulous, and she does a lot of trying things out and experimenting, and it's just a really fun channel to watch. And she's been doing paint swatches, and that's something that's generally common. The thing that she is doing is she's doing the swatches and then she's doodling on them. And I don't know why I wanted to do them with tea cards. So I sacrificed one of my tea cards. It was particularly drew some outlines. This is proper watercolor paper, and this is multimedia. Amazing when you turn something over and it's like, oh, that's a discovery. And so I will probably be doodling on these and then cutting them out, and then I have my tea card because the size is fun. So that's a lot of just basically process avoidance for not dealing with what I should be dealing with, which is this journal. So when we last left off, I think one of my comments was I had too many small pages and not enough large pages that we could journal on. And so I tried my best to remedy that. And I also tried my best to sort of distribute them. They are, I think, even-ish. I haven't looked at them since I finished. So let's do these one by one and have a look and pull out any pages, because I think this is what I am trying to talk myself into, which is what do I need to do next for realsies? And for realsies, I need to do page darkening and page decorating like this, but I don't want to do all of them because that would be weird. Oh, and I also use my new decal ruler. Very nice. I should have written down your name. You totally know who you are, who recommended I go get one. Very good recommendation. Highly suggest. Lots of fun. And yeah, it creates a really nice edge. And so I was trimming down some of these lined pages and sort of like the image, the difference of having that and then a straight edge, and then that, and then not a straight edge, and that, and that. And so here's, I think I probably did an earlier version of that, like way earlier, because that's sort of the same idea. And that's small, and that's small, that's the center. So, what does Cindy do? She has Post-it notes or something. Do I have Post-it notes? No, I do not. Well, we're going to have to do this then. I'm hesitant. Just pull them out. It won't matter. So I need to do that as a coffee stain. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. That. That might be fun. Just do a onesie or a bitsy. And then that. So there we are. I need to do that. Poop. So I have 3 pages to clean up. That way. That's section 1. Where's the other sections here? Next one. This is, oh, it's got a pocket. Very nice. And this is also, is this short? It is short, but it's even short, so that's fine. We've got that. Okay, that's one. This is a large confidential mailer envelope. And I love the color green that's on the one side. And so I've got to dye the other. This is one that needs to be dyed. I have also completely lost the plot on how many elements from the great big box of Happy Mail that I am using. And this is one of the elements. And I probably need to iron this, but ironing is not what we are worried about at the moment. So we'll take that out. I think I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that the way that is, and that, and that. Tears of joy are like the summer rain drops pierced by sunbeams. Oh, I love that. Nothing makes one feel so strong as a call for help. That is 100% true. One of the mental health sayings that I have, along with my circle of care we have developed, is self-care is how you take your power back. And I think asking for help is a way of taking your power back as well. Okay, and there's that, and there's that. So Oh, so it's 3 pages out of this one. All right. And then the last one. Oh, I love the cover of this. This is a celadon green. What is wrong with this itchy? A celadon green pottery mugs. They're so pretty. It's just from a magazine, one of the ones that I got thrifted. Okay, here's another one of those fabric bits. Okay, I think I should probably do that one as well. Again for grins. And maybe that. Okay, so now, so I have 9 sheets of paper to faff around with, and there is a baseball game tonight, so I can do that during the baseball game. What else? So there is a video, a very short video that I'm going to put up. And while I try not to do too much Thrifty Thursdays, I try and flip it and do a Textile Thursday. So I am going to post a short of me modeling an outfit that I made, and the skirt is the thing that is of greatest attention, I guess. And that is, it is a skirt that I hand wove. It is, it's a kilt, and it is, I wove the tartan in a continuous, like 4-meter strip of fabric. I did as many wrong things as you possibly could. And what I think I want to do is resume a Textile Thursday on Thursday and talk about that kilt. So I think I have achieved my objectives. That is, I was totally lost when I started. I am less lost now, so thank you very much for that. I have showed you a couple of things that I've needed to show you. So I'm going to turn the camera off. And hopefully, with any luck, all things being equal, the creek don't rise, I will be able to post the video of the textile that I'm going to be talking about on Thursday, as well as this as well. So, as always and ever, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate your company and being able to talk to you. You have no idea how much you help. So thanks so much. Please like, subscribe, and always feel free to drop a comment below if you want. Thanks. Bye now.